The Wisconsin Supreme Court will hear arguments today over the state's irregularly shaped redistricting maps. Here's one of the so-called Swiss cheese maps. You can see it includes some disconnected pieces. Democratic voters who filed the lawsuit say these 2022 districting lines violate part of the state's constitution. Wisconsin Republicans disagree. Let's bring in Molly Beck. She is the senior Capitol reporter for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Molly, explain to our viewers what's at the heart of the arguments that the Democrats are making.
Yeah, so the broad argument is that these maps in Wisconsin are very gerrymandered. They were drawn about 10 years ago by Republican lawmakers, and they lean very Republican. And this lawsuit was filed on the grounds that they violate the state constitution in a couple of ways. They violate the separation of powers requirement in the state constitution because the court a couple years ago adopted a map that the governor had vetoed. So the lawsuit argues that the court was kind of acting like a super legislature when they adopted something the governor had said no to. And then the other part of the lawsuit is over the shape of the districts in the legislative map in Wisconsin. And that's because some of the districts include bits and pieces of different municipalities that they're not necessarily attached. And so the lawsuit is suing over that too, because in the state constitution, it says that every district has to be a compact district that, all the boundaries touch each other.
The map that we showed, I don't think does this argument justice. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Molly, because you know all these sort of quirky districts. But I literally saw in the middle of a district one house that belonged to another district. A tiny little carve out. It's worse than a jigsaw puzzle, which at least the pieces would fit together. You have islands of districts all sort of chopped up all over the place. I hate saying this word contiguous, but it's the opposite of that in many cases. How on earth did the map end up this way?
So one big reason is just the boundaries of municipalities sometimes are kind of messy. And another reason is land annexations over many years. Some of the reasons for the way our districts are shaped is not necessarily for political reasons, but just because it's just kind of gotten that way over time, and they're pretty messy. But my newspaper did an analysis of like how many districts were shaped like this, and the majority of them are you could argue are violating that requirement.
Newly elected liberal justice Janet Protasiewicz, I hope I'm saying that right, has refused to recuse herself from the case. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Molly. After Republicans say she already made up her mind on the maps. What does her inclusion in this case mean?
Yeah, so she just joined the court in April, and when she joined the court, it flipped control of this state Supreme Court from conservatives to liberals for the first time in a long time, and that's why we're seeing this lawsuit at the court now. The lawsuit was filed almost, I think it was a week after she was seated on the court, and that's because the petitioners in the lawsuit they believe that they have a better chance at overturning these maps with the new liberal-controlled court. Now, the Republican Assembly Speaker has threatened to launch impeachment proceedings against her for a number of reasons, but the latest reason he has mentioned is how she rules in this case. So that's kind of the other X factor here, that the outcome of this case could launch a new wave of chaos in Wisconsin, which we're pretty used to, but it's something that we're watching for sure.
I can tell you guys are used to it because Molly's just laissez-faire. She's like,
She's like,
could be an impeachment.
Been there, done that.
Molly Beck, thank you very much.